TC Services was started in 1975 by my father, Tom Clark, and I came to the business after school in January of 1983, eventually taking the role of president in 1998 when my father retired. So I was with TC Services for 30 years and was president for the last 17. Our customers were manufacturers in the general industrial, aerospace, military, electronics, and medical device field. People chose to deal with TC Services because of our value-added distribution model, which was differentiated by the fact that we provided service after the sale and process knowledge to help them solve their manufacturing process issues. When I made the decision to sell TC Services, I interviewed 5 different M&A companies to determine who I wanted to partner with to move forward in the sale. I hired Dan because I felt he was the most knowledgeable person that I had interviewed. Dan did a great job with the sale and had our best interest at heart through the entire process. He really worked with and for TC Services in selling our business. I had many different priorities in the sale. First and foremost being confidentiality. I was concerned about the ability of my competitors and others in industry knowing my business was for sale, and confidentiality was paramount. Number 2 was the due diligence. They actually had a specific process that we could sit down and review so we could fulfill the requirements of the due diligence process, which Sunbelt guided us through with ease. One of the assets of dealing with Dan Mulvaney and Sunbelt was their ability to filter the potential buyers for TC Services. Dan did a great job in identifying and qualifying the prospective buyers for my business by helping determine who was serious and who wasn't serious. We dealt with a large strategic buyer, and the equation that Dan put together to satisfy my requirements for the sale of TC Services was second to none, including the earn-out, which provided a smooth transition for both me, the seller, and the buyer. Dan guided us through the negotiation phase of the sale, all the way through to closing with ease. I would recommend Dan Mulvaney to any business owner attempting to sell his business, really for 2 reasons. One is because of his knowledge of all aspects of a small business, and number 2, because of his ability to communicate clearly with the owner. His ability to guide the sale of a business, having been through it before, and his vast knowledge and experience was second to none.